Chris here with Barnyard Outdoors, and I think I made a mistake. Let's talk about something new I got. I got several things actually. These are the new waxed canvas Bushpot bags from Self-Reliance Outfitters, Pathfinder. All right, now I know you're out there, and I know these people are out there because I've seen comments on my messages where they say, I'm not buying anything from Dave. I'm not going to buy anything from that company. And you know what? I got one thing to say to you people. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment. I've always believed that any feedback is good feedback, even if it's bad feedback. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's just how I am. So I do appreciate the time you take to at least stop by and support me by commenting or liking the video or watching the video, any of that stuff. So let's talk about these bags. They actually came out with 3 different bags. There is a bag for the standard size bush pot, there's a bag for the large bush pot, and then also there is a bag for the skillet. So when I was looking at these, the first problem I have is I love the Pathfinder Bushpot, and I got the plates for it. And if you can see here, this is made by I got this from Firebox. Right? This is one of the bags they have for the zebra billy pots, and these are great bags. These are really well made. The problem is they're designed for the zebra billy pot, so the Pathfinder Bushpot is not a very good fit. And when they came out with the plates, which I love their plates, you can see here on the bottom, it's a really tight fit in this bag. So I was spending a lot of time pulling out my my cook kit and struggling with stuff, you know, struggling to get this around the handles, just so I could get my pot out if I wanted to cook something, and then I would have to reach into the bottom here and get the plates out, and they're a tight fit in there, and you got to pull them out. So I was really excited when I saw that the Pathfinder was coming out with just an affordable wax canvas bag. And we'll start with this one. This is for the small bush pot, and it's a nice bag. It's, you know, it's imported, all right, it's made in China, but it's a decent wax canvas. It's got a nice drawstring. It takes a while to get the drawstring really worked in on these, but trust me, you can get them all worked in. And the nice thing, or one of the nice things about this, is that on the inside, it's kind of hard to show this, there are 2 little sleeves sewn into the inside, so you could put some utensils in there, right? If you had your cooking implementations, you can stick that in there along with your pot. And I thought this is perfect, absolutely perfect. So I got one, and there it is. And look at this, everything it just fits right in there. I don't have any problem getting everything in there and getting it out. It's gonna make things so much easier for me when it comes to putting my Cookset into one of my camp boxes. And that's one of the reasons I like having a bag like this, is it keeps everything organized inside my camp box. Plus it also keeps the inside of my camp box clean, because if there's anything dirty on it, it just gets the soot and everything on the inside of the bag. So I thought, this is great. Then I had something else, and I thought, I really need a bag for something that's oversized, all right? And that is this. This is my Coletti Butte. This is a 14-cup percolator. This thing is great, and this thing is always over the fire, so it gets dirty. I definitely want a bag for this to fit in. So the first thing I did is I grabbed this bag. I thought, I got this now, I can just fit it in there. And that doesn't work. It's way too big to go into the firebox bag. But I saw that Self-Reliance Outfitter had a bigger Bushpot bag. You know, bigger than the small one. They had one designed for the large bush pot. And I have one of those large bush pots. I've used it a few times. It's great, but finding a bag for it because of the size is difficult. And I thought, this is gonna be difficult too. So, I got one of the big bags. It's a big bag. It's a really big bag. All the same features of the other bag, and I will put the specs on the screen for the larger bag. And I thought, this is gonna be great. I could take my percolator, and it just fits right down in there, and I put it in there, and then I went, holy smokes, this bag is way too big for the percolator. I've got it, I mean, it's swimming in there. It is just swimming inside this thing. And then I thought, oh, wait a second, if this bag is too big, what about the small bag? So I took everything out of the small bag, and I took my percolator, and look at that. It fits perfectly in this bag. I mean, it's like they're made for each other. So the first thing I thought was, I didn't need to order the big bag because it's just too big. You end up with a bunch of fabric that's hanging everywhere and bunched up inside my camp box. So this small bag will work perfectly for the percolator, and it also worked perfectly for my camp cook set. So when I was looking at this bag, I thought, well, I've got to have some use for it. I do have the large Bushpot, and I started thinking, I've got the fry pan here. I wonder if it fits. And you know what? The fry pan fits perfectly in the big bag. So I could have the fry pan in there and then put the bigger Bushpot and put the smaller Bushpot in there. I can nest everything and make a beautiful big camp cook set, which is just great. That's the whole point, right? I want to be organized. I want to keep things clean. But of course, remember I said I got all the bags that they had. I also got this bag, and this bag is for the actual fry pan, and I do like this bag a lot. It will work great for the fry pan if I'm just carrying the fry pan in my cook set. And this is just like the other bags, except the dimensions are different. I'll throw those up on the screen here. And there are no little sleeves in this to put any cutlery or utensils or anything. But I think they're good bags. I think I might have looked at the dimensions and the measurements before I bought all this stuff. But these are pretty affordable. I think they started around $14.99 for a bag, and you don't need anything fancy to organize your cook kit. It just has to be, durable. It has to hold everything and keep you organized and keep the rest of everything clean. And these are actually pretty decent build quality. Yeah. They are mass produced in China. And I know a lot of people don't like to buy stuff from China. The way I look at it, and this is just my own personal opinion, is that I am buying a Chinese-made product, but I am buying it from an American company. Although they are buying these from China, they are getting them a lot cheaper than they could be made here. So their profit margin is a little bit higher, and where does that profit margin goes? It goes to the guy in the warehouse, right? It goes to the person who's making the label for shipping this product out to me. They are paying American employees. Sure, some of that money goes to China, but at least some of it is staying here in the good old US of A. And if somebody could make a wax canvas pouch like this that was the same quality, I'd be happy to buy it from an American company. I'd rather spend all the money and have all the money go to an American company. Unfortunately, I have yet to find one that can meet this price point. Now, that being said, these are not perfect. There are a couple things that I would do to make these a little bit better. And one of the things is I would put a loop somewhere on here. And actually what I would do is I'd put a piece of fabric all the way down, kind of a loop, that I could have a loop at the top, and then I can have some loop connection points on the side of the bag. And that's mainly so I could take something like this, like my percolator, right? Get it all packed up in here nice and neat, hang it to my pack, run a strap around it to keep it secure onto a pack, or being able to, hang it from a tree or something, hang the bag from a tree. I know I could do it from this strap, but that's not the ideal situation. Sometimes you want to hang it and you want to be able to close it up, or you want to hang it and you want to leave it open. So that being said, I'm impressed with these. I like these. The mistake that I made was all on me, just not measuring everything I wanted to put in there. I got a little excited when I saw the video these were coming out. I thought, oh, I can always use a new Bushpot bag. And I'm glad I got them. Very glad I got them. As a matter of fact, because I made that mistake, and I needed 2 of these now because I'm using this one for the Percolator and I needed another small one for the Cookset. I went ahead and ordered another small one. And they sell these in 2 colors. So this is the black and this is the brown. And this way I can tell the 2 apart in my kit, in my camp box, so I don't get them confused. But it's a nice little Bushpot bag. I'm impressed with these. I'm usually impressed with the gear that comes from Self-Reliance Outfitters. I appreciate that they not only have a great Bushpot, which is just like the Morris pot in stainless steel. This is a great Bushpot, and I appreciate that they're kind of adding these other products to the set, like the plates and everything, and designing it to where you can assemble the whole thing into a cook kit. I mean, that's kind of what I want, right? I want something that's easy to pack up, has everything I need in one place, and I can keep things organized and then keep things in the camp box clean. So if you have any questions about any of these products, just want to say hi, want to tell me how much you don't want to buy stuff from Dave, that's fine. I love chatting with y'all. I love the comments. Remember, if you'd like this video, to click that thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and click that notify bell so you can get alerted when new videos are coming out. I've got a camp out coming up here this coming weekend, so I'll be doing some videos for that. And then in April, I am going to the Midwest Bushcraft Show. And if you don't know what that is, you should go to MidwestBushcraftShow.com, or I will put a link to it down below. I'm looking forward to going down there and seeing a bunch of friends, and I'm going to be camping out and listen to a bunch of experts in the bushcraft world. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next video.